Hello my crafty friends, this is Monica from Allsewpetite. Welcome back to this video series where I walk you through how to make the Stevie unisex crossbody bag. To make the Stevie bag, you will need to purchase the pattern. The links to the pattern and all supplies I used in this tutorial can be found in the description box below this video. Make sure to watch the first two videos of this series to find out what supplies are needed to complete the project and how to finish the lining portion of the Stevie bag. In this video, we will make the external front pocket with built-in card slot pockets, so let's get started. Take the card slot piece and we're going to fold it along the first bottom line, wrong sides together. So fold it just like that, press that fold. If you want, you can just stitch that. However, we can just do it all at the same time. So in the meantime, you're going to take the other line, the second line from the bottom, and we're going to fold it with the right sides together. So you can just flip that. So the right side of your pocket is on top. Find the line and then fold it and press it. Now you're going to repeat this step for the third line. So again, with wrong sides together, you're going to fold it along that line and we're going to press it flat. Make sure your sides are aligned as well and then press it. There you go. And then again, with right sides together, we're going to fold it along the next line. So you can just fold it like this and then press that line as well. Here we go. So now we have two pockets, one here and one here. We're going to take this to the machine now and we're going to stitch both individual pockets along that top edge. Then you can just clip everything together and baste along the sides. And to create 4 individual pockets, we're going to sew a little box in the center. Then if you want, you can just stitch a couple of lines in the center just to strengthen the seam. Before we proceed, take one of your cards, credit card, debit card, or whatever you're going to use those pockets for, and make sure you have enough space to stitch the sides. So we're going to use 7mm seam allowance. So as long as you have about 1 centimeter space, and you can still insert your card on both sides, then it's fine. Otherwise, if you stitch too big of a box, you might have to redo it and stitch slightly narrower box. You're going to take your pocket and we're going to fold it along that line with the right sides together. You're going to line up the side seams. Don't worry about the bottom edge. The bottom edge will be naturally too long, so that's fine. It's on purpose just to give you a room for any error. You can clip the sides just like that. Now you can trim off the excess and then we're going to sew the bottom seam using 1 centimeter seam allowance. Alright, now you're going to turn the pocket right side out. There you go. We're going to press that seam flat. And then you can just press the top edge as well. Next, you can take it to the machine and we're going to top stitch just the top edge here. Once you finish your card slots, you're going to take one of your front pocket lining pieces and we're going to line up the card slot on the right side of that piece, about 2 centimeters from the bottom edge. So I'm just going to line it up on my grid and then place it on top. And we can clip that along the sides. There you go, just like that. Now we can take that to the machine. We're going to baste both sides and we're going to stitch along that bottom edge. Take the longer number 5 zipper and if you are using metal teeth like me, trim the zipper teeth to 30 centimeters. Then you're going to take your zipper tabs and with right sides together, place the external zipper tab on top of the zipper on one side and clip that in place. Then take the other external piece and clip it right sides together on the other side. There you go, just like that. Then you're going to flip the zipper, so the wrong side of the zipper is facing up. Take your lining zipper tabs and with right side facing down towards the zipper, you're going to line it up on top. Move the clips so they hold all pieces together. And then repeat that on the other side. We're going to sew both seams using 1 centimeter seam allowance. Now you can flip those zipper tabs wrong sides together, line them up. If you want, you can just press that seam flat, otherwise just clip that in place. Now take this to the machine and you're going to stitch around all sides. Okay, depending on the width of your zipper, you might have a little excess. So if you do, like me, I have a little bit, maybe like 2 millimeters. I'm just going to trim it down. So it's the same width as my zipper tape. Now you're going to fold it in half and find the midpoint. So just mark that down. Now you're going to take your external front pocket and we're going to line up the zipper with those zipper tabs on top along the curved edge. If you haven't marked yet, make sure you have your midpoint mark on top and the bottom. Then we're going to line up the zipper facing down. So again, make sure you position the zipper the way you prefer it to open, so either from left to right or right to left, that's really up to you. Line up both midpoints and then clip that in place. And then you're going to line up the edge of the zipper or around the pocket. It might be a little bit difficult around that curved edge, so you can snip the zipper slightly into the seam allowance. Just don't do it too much. I would recommend only maybe doing like 1 or 2 millimeters just to have some ease. Otherwise your zipper might fray, which obviously we don't want. When you have that ready, we're going to baste the zipper about 2 millimeters from the edge. take your remaining front pocket lining and with right side facing down towards the external piece, you're going to place it on top, line it up and then clip it in place. Make sure you keep that zipper out of the way and just continue clipping. Here we go, just like that. Now we're going to sew the seam using 7mm seam allowance. Take a pinky shears or just a regular shears and trim the seam allowance slightly around those curved corners. Once you're done, you can turn the pocket right side out. Now we're going to take this to the machine and we're going to top stitch close to that finished seam, and then we're going to baste the bottom edge. Once you've got that, you're going to take that front pocket with the card slots and we're going to line up the external piece on top. So you're going to line up the other side of our zipper around that curved edge. So right sides are facing up. Find the midpoints on your zipper, line it up, and you're going to clip that in place. So your pocket, so keep the pocket, the external piece out of the way, and then you can just clip the zipper, so the zipper is facing up all around that curve. Again, if you have to, snip the zipper around that curved corners, so it is easier for you to line it up. Here we go. I've got that clipped down. Now we're going to baste the zipper again about 2mm from the edge. So once you have that zipper basted, you're going to take your external front and we're going to match those midpoints here. So basically what we have to do now is to insert that pocket and attach it to the front. So match those midpoints first, right sides together, flip the external front piece like this. Then you can just clip that. This can be a little bit tricky here. You need to keep this pocket out of the way. And now you're going to bring those loose ends with right sides together. You're going to just flip it like this and line it up along that straight edge here. You can clip it in place as well, and then just carry on clipping it around that curve here. And you're going to do that on the other side as well. So keeping the pocket and the zipper out of the way, you're going to take that loose end here, keeping the right side down. You're going to bring it towards the bottom edge, line it up, and then clip it in place. And then we can just clip around the entire pocket. So now we're going to sew that seam using 7mm seam allowance. you're going to press the seam allowance towards the external front piece so it lays nice and flat. You might have to snip a little bit again around those curves just to make this lay nice and flat. And then we're going to stitch around that seam, making sure we catch the seam allowance underneath. Now we're going to baste the bottom edge together. So you're going to match those midpoints, clip that in place, and because the pocket is slightly longer than the lining, you're going to make little pleats along those zipper tabs. So you've got your zipper tab here, you're going to line up that seam next to this seam. So right sides together, fold the zipper tab, bring those two seams together and clip it in place. Just like that. When you have those pleats ready, you're going to baste the bottom edge. Then if you want, you can install a metal tag above the pocket.
That is all for this tutorial. In the next video, we are going to add the stabilizer, make the handle and the top zipper casing. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Stay crafty, friends.